Thanks for stopping by today to chat with us. Maybe just quick questions to start at the top. Your name and the film that you have in the festival this year.
My name is Michael Rosel and the film is called Dolores and I'm the director of it.
Perfect. And tell us a little bit about the film. What can we expect from watching?
Well, the film is it's placed in the 1950s in Germany, and it's about a model maker who makes such precise models that they will get alive. And he gets the job of his lifetime. Film diva steps by accident, and she gives him the opportunity to build a model of her own villa, of her own house. And he starts building this model, and the more and more it gets in shape, the more he understands he has the power over the whole house through this little model. And of course he falls in love with her, and now he has a tool to get his love, to get everything out of this way, which stands between him and his love.
Right. The script sounds a little out there. It's got a little bit of a fantasy element. It's very playful. Mm-hmm. How did you first come across the script, and what was your first reaction when you read it?
Well, the script is originally based on a graphic novel from 3 Belgian artists. The graphic novel is about 25 years old or so. And I fell in love pretty much the first time I saw it. And my scriptwriter, he's a comic nerd like me as well. And so we both discussed, we did a series for the German television together, and we discussed this subject, this book. And it's so brilliantly written. Well, if you put it on screen, it will be about a short film of 45 minutes, but the characters and the whole dramaturgical structure is almost perfect. So we got the rights for it, and when we worked for about a year on the script, and afterwards we had the film.
Perfect.
And they were satisfied with it.
Great. And you've won many awards as a commercial director, so you've done a lot of commercials in the past, but This is your first feature.
Yes, it's rather, I'm rather old for a debut, but in Germany it's completely different than in the US or in Canada, because as a commercial director it's rather difficult to switch and to make a feature film. It took a long way, and I had several projects in mind, but this one went quite easy. And normally, because in Germany, feature films, it's very easy for a feature film director to do commercials as well, but not the other way around. And it's completely different than in the US market.
Can you tell us about any sort of challenges that you might have faced in, tackling such a longer form project?
Yeah, we had a very small budget of about 900,000 euros or so to do this, and it was really insane to to keep it in the 50s, because it's almost impossible to do such a movie with that kind of budget. So the only idea was we reduce the shooting days down to 19 days, and we did it quite fast. But I don't think you can tell it by seeing the picture. I think it looks quite. It looks more worthy than the money we already spent on it.
Can you tell me a little about the casting process and what that was like for the film, the actors that you casted?
Yeah, well, it was quite easy to find the actors for it because it's such an unusual story that every door we knocked went open. So, and I'm really very satisfied with the whole cast. I think they fit perfectly into their roles, and especially the main character, George, who's played by an rather famous German actor who makes normally more synchronizing and serial stuff, and I have never seen him that good. He's rather old, he's 63, but you can't tell by looking at him, and so I think he functions very well in the love scene between him and Simone, which is the secretary of the film diva.
And this is your first time at the festival and first time in Vancouver. Can I ask you a little bit about your experience so far at the festival and of the city?
Yeah, I loved it very much. It was a very warm welcome, and I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to be invited to present my film personally, because it's also the first time we show the film abroad, out of Germany. And I was a little bit unsure because we also have some comedy elements in the movie, mostly based on the dialogue. And I was a little bit unsure if it will function with just the subtitles, also for a Canadian public, but it went very well. And I've seen a lot of Vancouver. I've seen lots of films, very interesting films. And I had a chance to get up to Grouse Mountain and Suspension Bridge and Stanley Park, which was also a great trip.
Perfect, great. Thanks so much for stopping by today.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.